Pajato lero pa 21 Novemba 2025 ku nyumba ya maamulo kumeneko anduna zachuma amene wandi a Joseph Machola Mwanamveka abweresa ndondomeko ya zachuma imene pa Chingerezipo amazatchula kuti mid-year budget. Kuchichewako kumazafotokozera kuti ndondomeko ya zachuma ya pakati pa chaka imeneyo. Paja ndondomeko yonse ya zachuma inayamba mu Marichi chaka cha 2025 ukathera mu Marichi chaka cha 2026. Koma ndondomeko ya zachuma imeneyo amene azayipitisa kumene ku parliament ndekuti ndi achipani cholamula mu nthawi yambuyomu cha Malawi Congress Party mosogozedwa ndi a Simplex Chulabanda aja amene anali anduna azachuma. Potenga ndi ndondomeko imeneyo ndalama zake zimene dziko la Malawi limene akugwiritsa ntchito ndekuti ndi 8.07 trillion Malawi kwacha. Komano tisanapite ndi nkhani tatiyeni tione zimene ayankhula a nduna amenewa a Joseph Mwanamveka kumapeto wake timalize ndi nkhani.
Can I repeat that, Mr. Speaker, sir? The other reason for low reserves accumulation is the extravagant and careless behavior of the Malawi Congress Party government in foreign travels, bloated overstaffing in embassies, purchase of high-value assets, and low absorption of donor-funded projects. Mr. Speaker, sir, government fully recognizes the vital role development partners play in supporting our national development. In this regard, the government incorporates reforms that will enhance the financial health and governance of statutory corporations. Through these efforts, we shall transform statutory corporations into financially viable, accountable, and value-creating enterprises that contribute meaningfully to the economic growth and fiscal resilience in Malawi. Mr. Speaker, sir, we have noted that most of our statutory corporations that are providing utility services, such as water, electricity, and fuel, are making huge losses, thereby exerting pressure on the national budget. Therefore, in order to address this challenge and to mitigate the associated risks, government will ensure that cost-reflective pricing is adhered to and that the statutory corporation services in the most efficient manner. Fiscal decentralization. Mr. Speaker, sir, His Excellency the President, Professor Arthur Peter Mutharika, is committed to ensure significant growth and development at constituency level across the country. In this regard, the Democratic Progressive Party promise of 5 billion allocation to each constituency will be implemented from 1st April 2026. You agree with me that this will be a game changer for our nation, as substantial amounts of resources will move from central government to local authorities. Government will develop the Constituency Development Fund guidelines, which will stipulate the implementation modalities and reporting frameworks. Reforms to build foreign exchange. Mr. Speaker, sir, this country has a lot of minerals. One of the high potential mineral is gold. I would like to applaud the stance taken by His Excellency the President, Professor Arthur Peter Mutharika, in banning exportation of raw minerals. This directive will allow the country to beneficiate its minerals. Meanwhile, government has directed the Reserve Bank of Malawi to scale up gold purchase program and also monetize the purchased gold in order to improve the country's foreign exchange reserves. Mr. Speaker, sir, I would like to refer to the State of the Nation address in the August House by His Excellency Professor Arthur Peter Mutharika. Government will create a sovereign wealth fund to ensure that proceeds from the mineral exports benefit Malawians. In addition, government will also comprehensively review all minerals license, as I've said earlier on. Mr. Speaker, sir, in order to reduce smuggling of agricultural produce, government will establish commodity market exchange, COMEX, to facilitate the trading of all our agricultural commodities through transparent and formal structured markets. Mr. Speaker, sir, with immediate effect, government that all accommodation expenses by foreign tourists should be paid in foreign currency. With immediate effect, Mr. Speaker, sir, I repeat that government has directed that all accommodation expenses paid by foreign tourists should be paid in foreign currency. In order to facilitate this, all tourist operators should be foreign exchange dealing license from the Reserve Bank of Malawi. Mr. Speaker, sir, the government is putting up necessary measures to incentivize domestic production and encourage import substitution. This is aimed at reducing the country's import bill, and Malawi, as of now, is importing almost everything, and there's an urgent need to substitute some of these imports. Foreign exchange repatriation, Mr. Speaker, sir, exporters are currently allowed of 120 days, within which they must provide proof of receipt of their export process. This period, Mr. Speaker, sir, is too long for a country with short supply of foreign exchange. In order to improve supply of foreign exchange, government has therefore reduced this period to 90 days, effective immediately. Mr. Speaker, sir, on diaspora remittances, government will immediately banks to reduce the paperwork in opening the diaspora accounts, and also demarcate land for diaspora cities, and facilitate online transactions to reduce their cost of banking. Mr. Speaker, sir. Mr. Speaker, sir, the government shall also immediately designate a diaspora desk at the Malawi Investment and Trade Center, MITC, to coordinate and resolve all other outstanding issues that affect diaspora effective participation in domestic economic activity. Mr. Speaker, sir, one of the contentious issues is export process.
Can I have order, members? Members.
Mr. Speaker, sir, one of the contentious issues is the export process repatriation and the surrender requirements. Government has directed that if the exporter has import bills to meet, those bills will first be deducted from the export process, and the surrender 25% will be applicable only to the balance. I'm saying this is very, very important to people out there. On foreign exchange licenses, on foreign exchange dealing licenses, Mr. Speaker, sir, government has also directed that all licenses shall be renewed subject to successful completion of fit and proper tests of the chief executives, officers, foreign exchange dealers, and staff. Mr. Speaker, sir, government is also banning all short-term foreign exchange derivative market until sound regulatory framework has been put in place. There is a detectable practice. There is a detectable practice in the banking system which has pushed foreign exchange transactions to the derivative market, particularly on forwards and options. So with immediate effect, Mr. Speaker, sir, I repeat, all forwards and options have been banned. Mr. Speaker, our government has also put in place measures to ensure that foreign exchange that is due to the country through foreign exchange and shipping companies is duly enhanced and accounted for. Mr. Speaker, sir, as earlier indicated, inflation remains very high at 28.5% in 2025. Fiscal and supply-side intervention will be implemented to ease inflation. In this regard, monetary policy rate will be maintained at appropriate levels that balance price increases and the country's growth aspiration. In terms of dealing with high currency in circulation, this local currency in circulation, government will going to limit cash withdrawals, both on the counter and the point of sale. These are ATMs and all the point of sales, and in order to promote electronic transfers. Revenue enhancement measures. Revenue enhancement measures. Mr. Speaker, sir, I now turn to the tax revenue measures. Can I be heard in silence? I now turn to the tax and non-tax revenue measures that government intends to implement for the remainder of the year and beyond. These measures have been instituted to stabilize public finances and in order to rebuild this fiscal space. Mr. Speaker, sir, before I present these measures, allow me to reiterate what I've said before. Assumed office, we found an economy in an exceptionally fragile state. The Malawi Congress Party government left behind an economy characterized by unsustainable debt, chronic fiscal deficit, depleted foreign exchange reserves, and a loss of investor confidence. Furthermore, finances were in disarray, revenues were stagnant, and key sectors were neglected. The kwacha had sharply depreciated against major trading currencies, and inflation had eroded household incomes. The fiscal space has effectively been closed, leaving government unable to meet even the most basic obligations without resorting to borrowing. It is within this challenging context, Mr. Speaker, sir, has been compelled to take decisive action, not out of choice, but out of need, in order to restore stability, rebuild credibility, and place Malawi on a sustainable path of growth. Consequently, I would like to implore my fellow members of Parliament, my fellow economists and experts, religious organizations, NGOs, civil society, the private sector, and all citizenry to support the measures I'm about to announce to secure a more resilient and prosperous Malawi. Allow me, Mr. Speaker, sir, to outline the proposed tax and non-tax measures. Income tax. Income tax. This is on bank transfer levy. Mr. Speaker, sir, government is introducing a modest 0.05% bank transfer levy to be applied on all bank transfers within or across banks and will be paid by the sender. Government is introducing a modest 0.05% bank transfer levy to be applied on all bank transfers, both within and across banks, and will be paid by the sender. Introduction of mobile. Mr. Speaker, sir, government will listen first. Government will introduce a 0.05% levy to be applied on transaction amounting on mobile money transfers of above 100,000 to be paid by the sender. This limit has been applied to ensure that the low-income earners are protected. The August House may wish to know that this levy exists in many countries in Africa, including our neighbor Zambia, in Uganda, Zimbabwe, just to mention but a few. Money transfer transaction. Furthermore, Mr. Speaker, sir, to above, to promote electronic transfers, government has with immediate effect revised limits on cash outs, mobile money transactions, and mobile money holdings as follows. Mobile money transaction limits and cash outs limits have been increased from 750 a day to 5 million per day. And from 750 per day respectively. And the holding limit for the wallet, this is for the wallet, for individuals have been raised from 1 million to 5 million. And for merchant accounts, both the wallet holding limit and the daily mobile money transaction limit have been increased from 25 to 50 million. The idea is to move the money through electronic transfers, not by cashing out the money. Mr. Speaker, sir, government is also adjusting the pay-as-you-earn Government is adjusting the PAYE structure as follows. The zero rate threshold increases from the 150 to 170,000, thereby shielding the low-income earners. The zero rate threshold increases from a monthly income of 150 to 170,000, thereby shielding the low-income earners. And also the 25% bracket has been removed. The 30% apply on monthly incomes between 170,000 to 1.57 million kwacha. The 35% will now apply to monthly incomes from 1.57 to 10 million. And the new 40% rate will apply to
Chabwino tamva komanso taona tonse mmene ayankhulira amenewa anduna a Joseph Machola Mwanamveka. Potengera ndi mmene andunawa amafotokozera koyambirira kwa presentation yawo kumeneko ku parliament, akunena zonena kuti a chipani cha Malawi Congress Party anapanga exhaust budget imene inapangidwa allocated. Pajati unena zoti anapanga allocate ndalama yokwana 8.07 trillion nde ndalama imene paja imagawidwa magawo osiyanasiyana kupita ku nyumba ya mtsogoleri wa dziko ku State House kumeneko munthu ameneja anapanga allocate 67 billion Malawi kwacha, komano ndalama yonseyo akuti anayimalizisa 100% kusiyako zero. Komano tikaona ndi mmene agwirisira ntchito ndalama imeneyo ndekuti imachoka mu Machi kukathera ndekuti mu September. Zimene zikuthandaza zoti miyezi 6 ndimene amaliza ndalama imeneyo. Pajaso mwezi wa September panali pa 29 September pamenepo chaka chino cha 2025 kunatuka report kuchoka ku Reserve Bank kunena zonena kuti ulamuliro wa MCP unaononga ndalama yokwana 3 trillion komanso imaposera pamenepo kwa miyezi 4 yokha. Zimene zimaonesa kuti ndalama zimene anapanga allocate budget ya chaka chonse ya 8 trillion ndekuti almost half ya ndalama imeneyo makosana amenewa anapeza zoti aitafuna. nowanda ku dziko la Malawi kunali mavuto ankhaninkhani chifukwa chakusowa kwa monetary policy komanso fiscal policy ya makosana a chipani cha Malawi Congress Party. Discipline kunalibe kumeneko. Ndeno anduna amenewa abwera ndi ma measures amene akale akusatiridwa kuchoka pano kumapita msogolo muno, nde akambapo za ndalama zimene anthu amatha kugwisa ntchito potumizirana, nde kuti leve imene boma lizitolera kumeneko akukamba za 0.05% komanso akukambapo nkhani yokhuzana ndi ndalama zimene anthu amatumiza kande pa Airtel Money kachani kani mpamba. Ndalama zimenezo akunazo kuti kuyambira pa 100,000 kumapita msogolo, nde kuti munthu otumizayo azikhala zonoti azenjezerapo ndalama ina yapamwamba. Ndi zambiri zimene afotokoza tikhupira kuti ambiri azisatira bwino mmene ayankhulira nduna amenewa. Kuthekatu mwene maganizo pa nkhani imeneyi pamene tikukamba zonena kuti anduna zachuma a Joseph Mwanamveka akufotokozera kuti ulamuliro wa chipani cha Malawi Congress Party unamaliza pafupifupi budget ya chaka cha 2025 ukathera mu chaka cha 2026 makamaka ku nyumba ya mtsogoleri wa dziko kumeneko akuti ndalama zonse zokwana 67 billion zimene achitchola banda anapanga aloketi kumeneko, ndekuti zinafutafunidwa zonse anamaliza a Dr. Laza ndi timu yawo kumeneko. Ngati maganizo amene alipo tifotokozeni comment section, koma molemekeza maganizo anzathu. Saiwaliyo panga like video imene komanso panga subscribe channel chimene cha Fox Malawi News 18 chikuti nkhani zambiri zikamachitika ndi kuti zitha kupezani mosavuta.